Plantain chips. This is one snack that I am almost certain that everybody loves. I mean, we buy it in traffic, we buy it anywhere in the supermarket, the grocery stores, and everywhere you go, you must see plantain chips. It's a Nigerian snack that we absolutely love. Yeah, and today is all about our plantain chips. Friends, here is the crispiest plantain chips you would ever have. In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you step by step how to achieve the most crispiest plantain chips ever. I mean, with today's recipe, you can actually make a very profitable business with it. Okay, so today's recipe is a must watch. Trust me when I say this plantain chips is not only delicious, it is so crispy, and you know it is that crispiness that people really look out for in plantain chips. Somebody like me, for example, I can't buy plantain chips that is not crispy. It has to be that, that little crunch and everything. It has to be present there. And in today's video, I'm also going to be sharing with you 3 different methods you can make this in batch if you want to start a business with it. Okay, there are 3 different methods you can achieve that very thinly sliced plantain chips. Friends, today's video is a must watch for you. I'll be sharing tips that will help you for commercial purposes if you want to venture into this. That perfect plantain chips that people will rush. So please do not go where, don't go nowhere. Okay. Hey my friends, my name is Uzoms the Billionaire, and you're absolutely welcome to my channel. In this channel, trust me, you learn something new every single time you come on here. In this channel, I refer to you, my beautiful subscribers, as my friends. So you're absolutely welcome again, my dear friends. Okay, if you're new to this page, thank you so much for clicking on this page. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. Kindly hit the subscribe button to officially join Uzoms Kitchen family, like our videos, and yes, you can as well share to help us to grow. Friends, you can also watch some of our previous videos that you've missed already. Trust me, there are a couple of them that you would absolutely love and learn a lot from. So kindly click the link that is showing right now to watch one of our previous videos. Okay, now if you're not new, thank you so much, friends, for always coming back again and again. You guys literally hold my hand through this YouTube journey, and I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for sharing every time. I really see you guys, and I am super duper grateful. Okay, thank you, and thank you again. So let's hop right into today's plantain chips recipe. The first tip you want to note when making the perfect plantain chips is the type of plantain you choose. Okay, friends, you cannot miss this one, because the type of plantain chips you buy really would affect how yummy or tasty it will be. Okay, now let me explain to you. There are different species of plantain, okay, but the one you want to buy, especially if you're making plantain chips that is unripe plantain chips or the green plantain, okay, or they also call it black plantain. If that's what you want to make, please make sure to pick the plantain that when you open it, it is yellowish inside. It is not pale, it is not white. Okay, those ones that are white inside usually are not sweet. Okay, so it's important to check it. Okay, it's so important. If you miss this one, chances are that your plantain chips might not be so tasty. It might be bland. So please check out for this. These are like the basics. Okay, these are like the basics. If you miss this one, there's really nothing you can really do about it, unless you want to add sugar and all of that in your plantain chips. And I mean, it removes it's extra cost for you. Okay, So you really want to try getting it right from the very beginning, which is checking to make sure that the species of the plantain is perfect. Please, once again, I mean, check that the inside is not pale, is not white. You want to be certain that the inside is yellowish. It has some sort of color in it. So that is the basics. You want to cut it out, and of course wash it thoroughly, and then we jump right into cutting. A little tip that helps me while opening or removing the back of the plantain is to cut it slanting, just as so. Okay, just the way you saw me do it. Cut it in a slanting order, or even if you are doing it straight, please do not trick the knife into the plantain too much. Okay, and cut from the curved edges, just as so. All those parts that are curvy, yes, cut through that, but as if you are cutting through the skin, not the plantain itself. Trust me, this has worked for me over the years. Okay, cut by these edges, just as so. All of the edges, cut through it. It's easier to peel that way. Okay, you will see what I mean when I start peeling it. Now I would usually make 3 incisions or even 4 in a full plantain from those curvy sides, and it is usually so easy for me to peel. You guys, I can peel easily, very easily, 10 bunches of plantain in no time, just through this method. It works for me like magic. Okay, another thing I try to do when peeling my plantain, the back of the plantain, is to peel from up to bottom. Okay, peeling it from up to bottom really helps. I don't know, but it works like magic for me. Okay, so you can try this out. It really works. I try to peel it from on top to down. I don't start from the center most times, and it just comes off so easily, right? So you can try these methods for peeling your plantain. It works for me 100% of the time. It has never failed me. Even if I start from the center, because I cut through, I made 3 incisions or 4, it's easy for it to peel out. Okay, now again, how easy it is for it to peel out also depends on the back of your plantain. Don't buy plantain that is too rough outside, that has plenty injuries and all of that. It will affect it. Okay, try and get the one that is fine, the skin is still intact, there are no black edges and all of that. It will help you, to be really quick. Here our plantains are well peeled and they look beautiful already. Friends, you can see what I was saying about the color of your plantain. Please make sure it has some color to it. Even if it is very unripe, yes, it still has to have that yellowish, kind of color. Don't buy one that is just bland and just pale and just white. Okay, now clean up while we continue our recipe astonish. Now there are three ways I usually would use to get that very thinly sliced plantains. This is number one. I'm certain you guys know this particular, manual machine. Let's call it machine or gadgets, anyone. But I'm sure you guys know it. This thing went viral last year, and yes, I had to buy one. Okay. The second are these peelers. Okay. I usually would use this to peel my carrots, my potatoes, and everything. Okay. So yes, these peelers also work. Yeah, so the two of them are both peelers. The yellow one I usually use it for my carrots, the other one for my potatoes. But then again, there's an easy way to do all of this, okay? Especially if you are looking to start it as a commercial business. Your food processor comes in pretty handy. Friends, the crispiest plantain chips I got was with this processor, okay? So yes, the decision is yours. I mean, if you're making it for others and you want to start selling it and all of that, you can as well buy a food processor, that will help you, achieve this very quickly. Here I've set up my food processor, and all you want to do is, just chuck this in and allow the food processor do its job. Basically, this was the easiest method for me, okay? So yes, if you're looking to start it as a commercial business, you can as well, invest in a food processor to make your job easier. This was really quick. I mean, it's basic and very easy. So just take your time and just put this in there one after the other, and in a jiffy you're gonna be done with this process, and then get on to the frying. Friends, you can see how thinly sliced this is. I mean, this took me less than 5 minutes to get this done. It was so slim that if you do not handle with care, it will just break off. Okay, so yes, I recommend this method. If you're looking into starting a commercial business that is profitable, you really want to get a food processor. It will help your life. Okay, chopping this one after the other with your hand, man, it doesn't work. Okay, that will be too much of labor. Yeah, so yes, I would recommend and actually tell you to go get yourself a food processor, and I mean, it will make your job easy. That's what we're looking for in the kitchen. Easy. Okay. Second method is with this manual gadget over here, and it's pretty easy. You just want to take your plantain and just keep scraping it in there, and it's just gonna be slicing it through for you. This method is easy as well, okay? But then again, imagine when you're doing a very bulk delivery, okay? this is gonna be very time consuming, yeah. But at the same time, it was not as slim as the one of the food processor, friends. It was not as slim as that. The food processor gave me the slimmest, very slim plantain chips. Okay, so the decision is yours. You can as well start with this, if you don't have the money for food processor, you can start with this method. It is slim as well and very crunchy, but just not as crunchy or as slim as the food processor. So yes, this is the second way you can slice this. While we're waiting to start the third process or the third method of slicing, your plantain chips together, very crispy, thinly sliced plantain chips, we're gonna put our oil on fire so they start getting hot, so that we don't have to wait or anything. I'm just gonna put it on fire and let it to get hot. Friends, you need your oil to get hot for plantain chips, but not too hot. Okay, it has to be pretty hot, but not extremely hot. Okay, and you need enough oil. Now this is another method of slicing your plantain. I really like this method if I'm doing these long strips. Okay, it just reminds me of childhood a lot. These plantain chips that they sell in nylons and all of that, this reminds me of it a lot. So from time to time I usually make it for myself or my visitors and serve it with groundnuts. Is usually very nice. Okay, so yes, you can as well do this, but this is the way to use the slicer. You can as well do it in a round shapes and all of that. But friends, I'm not even gonna lie, I struggled with this method a lot. I struggled. I'm like, nah, not for me. Okay, if I'm doing anything plantain chips, to be very honest, I'm gonna use my food processor to make the job easier. With this, I really struggled that I had to go bring back my food processor to complete it because it was a struggle. Even when I tried making the normal round shape plantain chips with these, it was still a struggle. It was a lot. Okay, so doing this for commercial purposes would be a lot of work for you, trust me. If you're watching up until this moment and you're yet to, officially join Uzoms Kitchen, kindly hit the subscribe button to officially join us. Okay? Yeah, we give it to you back to back. Trust me. When you look at our previous videos, you will see that you learn a lot. This channel teaches you something new every single time you come on here, okay? So please subscribe to officially join us. I cannot wait to have you as part of my community members, okay? Like this video, and please, you can share to your friends. When you share, you help us to grow, friends, okay? And then comment. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I really love to hear from you. If you have questions, you can as well ask me. I would always respond to my comments, okay? So yes, always ask. I'm always there to answer. Friends, I have a couple of videos as well, some of our previous videos that you might have missed. I'm gonna link one right now. Kindly click on the link that is showing to watch, okay? Watch and learn and enjoy life in the kitchen, okay? Now we are done slicing. Everything is ready. It is now time to begin the actual frying process. Remember, I said the oil has to be hot enough, but not too hot, friends. If your oil is too hot, it will burn immediately. Like, it will turn brown, but then again, your plantain chips is not cooked thoroughly. This is so important, friends. You have to get the temperature correctly, okay? So just make sure your oil is hot enough, like pretty hot, but not too hot. So I just like to put it in medium to high heat, but not too high, friends, okay? If not, it will burn. Then again, if your oil is not too hot, then get ready to make plantain chips that is plantain and oil. Okay? If it's not too hot, there's something we say in Igbo that says ogangu manu. Okay, that means your plantain will drink oil. Literally, if your oil is not too hot, your plantain, you're gonna be eating plantain and oil, literally. Okay, so that's a no. Please don't even go there. Make sure your oil is hot enough, but not too hot. Friends, when my oil gets extremely hot, I turn it off, literally, so that it cools down. When it's cooling down a bit, I turn it back on. Okay, so plantain chips is something you have to just be there. You can't just leave it and run away or go and do other things. No, you have to be there, and then you have to keep stirring it at intervals, so that what is under will come on top and what is on top will go underneath. This is because you want your plantain to be evenly colored. Friends, these are little things that people take for granted, and these are the little things that also add quality to your plantain chips. Okay, imagine buying the plantain chips that some part is brown, some part is yellow. It's not really nice and fine. Okay, me personally, I check all these things. Okay, now make sure you are there. Okay, at intervals, just stir it, not rigorously or with anger. Calm down, relax, and just take what is underneath and bring it on top, and the ones on top will go underneath. Okay, that way you are spreading the heat round and it's cooking evenly, and then the colors will be evenly distributed. Friends, I believe you understand everything I'm talking about here. Okay, so all I'm doing now is to fry, and I'm just leaving it for you guys to see how long I fried and came to stir, I didn't stir it too much. Okay, it is so important. I didn't stir it too much so that you don't end up breaking all your plantain chips. It's so important. But then again, I just left it to be fried, so you get to see when I came to turn it and when I came to take it out and all of that. Then again, another tip for you to know when your plantain chips is ready is, now you can see that the bubbles is really bubbling up. You can see that in this video that is showing right now. Okay, now when these bubbles stop, just know that the plantain chips, the liquid content in the plantain chips has been dried by the hot oil. Now it is ready to take out. Friends, it is so easy. Okay, once you notice that the bubbling in the oil has reduced, of course NEPA took light, but we continue. Okay. Once you notice that it has stopped bubbling, okay, just know that the plantain chips is ready, and it gets a little bit crispy in the hot oil. Yes, just a little bit. Even though it's still soft, it has to come out and stay in the air for it to get really, really crunchy and crispy. But then again, even as it is in the hot oil, you can feel that it's crispy. It is totally ready. Just like this now, you can see that the bubbling on top of the plantains has drastically reduced. Okay, that means our plantain chips is almost ready. Yeah. Then again, I also added onion rings in there just to enhance the flavor. Friends, you can make different flavors of plantain chips. You can as well add your pepper, salt. Sometimes I even add seasoning cubes, your chicken seasoning cubes. It is so good. But then again, I love my plantain chips plain. I mean, no salt, no nothing, just that onion flavor in it. In fact, sometimes I don't even like the onion flavor in it. So it is left to you to know the one you want. Yorubas really love pepper. Even some Igbos, they really love pepper. So if you love pepper and your target audience love pepper, you can as well sprinkle pepper. You can do it before or after frying. Okay, just know that you can add it whichever time you want, before or after. You guys, look at how beautiful this looks. It is so pretty and so beautiful. It was just giving me joy anyhow. Okay, this plantain chips was so sweet. Oh my goodness, if you're not careful, you overeat with these plantain chips. That's how delicious it was. So yes, I did add salt. I did not add sugar. Friends, if you get the right species of plantain, you wouldn't need to add sugar to your plantain chips. It will just add unnecessary overhead costs for you if you do it for commercial businesses. Okay, I hope I've really explained it. But if you have further questions, on how, on this rather, please ask me in the comment section. I would answer you. And because I really wanted to, make money with this video, I really want you to lay your hands on some money with it. If you're doing this for commercial purposes, let me show you how, or let me teach you, or let me tell you, whichever one you decide to take. Okay, let me tell you how you can make money from selling plantain chips. You can buy the containers, all these 1 liter containers or sachets, whichever one you decide to do. But for example, I'm using a 1 liter container. Let me say, for example, it cost me 2,000 naira to buy. Okay, you also cost your plantain. How many plantain will be able to fill it up? Okay, now you also know the quantity of oil that would get this plantain fried. Okay, you list all the ingredients you're using to make your plantain chips. Here it is just plantain, onion ring, and the oil. So it depends on you. If you're using pepper, add it to your ingredients. If you're using salt, add the cost of the salt to your ingredients. If you're using seasoning cubes, add the cost of the seasoning cubes to your cost. If you're using sugar, you add the cost to it. Okay, then the cost of the container, add it to your cost. Okay, add everything you spent, everything, even your NEPA bill, add it. Not everything, of course, just know from this hour how long it took you to make this. Okay, just add all your head costs, all of this, and then sum it, and then decide the profit margin you want. So imagine you're making 2 liters of this, and everything costs you, let me say, 1,000 to produce, including the cost of the container. Okay, by the time you now say, okay, I want to make 30%. I want my profit margin to be like 30% or even 50%. Some people will even add 100%, but man, I won't say anything about that. Okay, so when you add your profit margin, say 30% of this, you add that 30% of that cost that you just calculated. Okay, add it to it, then whatever it gives you is your total cost. That is the price you're going to be selling your plantain chips. That means you can be selling 1,300. I'm not saying that's the price though, because there's no way you can sell 1 liter of plantain chips for 1,300. Okay, in this economy, like. So yeah, I'm just giving you an overview of how to cost, for your plantain chips. There's a deeper way to learn all these things. It's a lot, but then again, you can start off with this. Friends, I hope you've gotten a lot of value from this video, especially for you that wants to start this as a side hustle, okay, or for commercial purposes, you would never go wrong with this video. Anytime you want to make plantain chips, okay, just play this video and you'll get something. You would hear something you probably didn't hear the first time, okay. Another thing worthy of note is, friends, please do not pack your plantain chips just into the oil like that. No, you have to separate it one after the other. Friends, please don't make the mistake of the way it is in my hand now. You just pack it and just throw inside the fire. No, it will be clustered like that. It will fry like that. The oil will not separate it. So please don't make that mistake. Like you can see, I am opening it up one after the other. So yes, you have to open it up, okay? So don't be lazy. Just wear your big girl shoes and do this. Friend, look how beautiful this is. Oh my goodness, all of them came out in singles. friends, trust me, that is some technique right there. I've already showed you how to do it. Okay, this is so beautiful. If you ever bring this to me to sell, I will buy it, because number one, it is so slim and it's so crispy and it looks so beautiful. The color is even, some parts are not burnt and all of that. So yes, I'm gonna buy. If I'm a consumer, I definitely would buy and recommend this product. So if you're gonna be doing this as a business, please do it well. Quality is always better. Quality will always stand out. Quality will always supersede quantity. By the time you get your quality right, trust me, the quantity will be increasing by the next orders. Okay, so please get it right. Now we fry our last batch. That is this long strip one. I just did this one for the kids at home. And you guys, let me tell you, when you fry your plantain chips, don't leave it to go and sleep or just be distracted. I just stepped out from the kitchen and this thing was almost burning. I was so pissed. I'm like, what? So yes, this is what happens when you leave your plantain chips just for 5 minutes unattended to. That is why I said previously during this video, please do not leave your plantain chips. Stay there, okay? Keep stirring it at intervals from up to bottom and all of that, okay? Friends, our plantain chips is ready and oh my god, I love it so much. It is so crispy and so slim, and this is exactly how I love my plantain chips. Okay, I love it very, very slim, and they are very crispy plantain chips. I would never buy plantain chips that is that is chunky or that is big, or I like it slim and just as so. This is literally how I love them. Okay, if I ever have to buy, which I really don't buy, I always make mine at home, but if I ever have to buy outside, this is the ones I look out for. The color is even, it is so beautiful to look at, just like this. Friends, tell me, if you're the one that wants to buy this, won't you buy it? Of course, I know the answer is yes. Unless you like yours like big and all of that, but then again, it's not you that is consuming it. If you're using it for commercial purposes, you're not the consumer. You have to think of what your consumer likes, okay? But if you're using it for your home use, you're doing it for family and everything, yes, you can do it the way you guys love it in your house. Friends, we are almost done with today's video, and I'm so grateful you've stayed up until this moment. I really do appreciate you, okay? Another tip worthy of note is to always line your container with a kitchen napkin whenever you're bringing out the plantain from the oil. Please don't just put it in your sieve like that. No, that's a big no. That is another failure. Okay, make sure to line with a kitchen napkin. Okay, this way it soaks up all the oil that is there. Like the plantain soaks up, the napkin soaks up all the excess oil that is in the plantain chips. Friends, whatever you do, please do not ignore what I just said. It is so important. Please always bring out your plantain from the oil into a container that has this kitchen napkin, okay, or plenty tissue, kitchen tissue, anything. Okay, just don't put it direct into the sieve. If not, the plantain will soak up that excess oil, and it's not really nice. Okay, remember, quality is what we are after. Okay, when you're also done, you want to bring this out in the open and allow it to dry. Oh my god, just let it dry. Don't cover it immediately. If you do, you will lose that crisp that you're meant to be getting in the plantain chips. Okay, because it will make whatever the container or whatever you keep it in, it will be hot to retain heat, and then thereby making the plantain chips not be crispy. So please just allow it to air dry. Just let it dry in the air. Okay, if you're making a lot, use a very big container or a very big tray, and just spread it out and just allow it to dry before you now store it. Friends, I love to store this because it's for home use, it's for my family. Okay, so I love to store it in my storage jars. I always have these, friends. I don't know if you can ever come to my house and not find plantain chips. I really doubt it, unless I've not made a new batch. Like, I literally make this every week, for us to nibble on and snack on every now and then. Okay, so all I'm doing now is just to store in my glass jar and it is ready. Okay, in total I made about 2 glass jars, and this will be more than enough for the week. My husband can as well carry some, to work if he wants. Another thing I do when I'm frying on my plantain, but I usually do it for my ripe plantain, is I use coconut oil. You guys, let me know in the comment section if you want that particular recipe. It is an expensive recipe. I'll tell you why if you want it. Okay, it cost me a lot to do it, so let me know if you want that recipe. But trust me, that recipe is a banger. So let me know. I'm not gonna just do it, but if you want me to do it, yes, I will. Okay, now we've come to the end of today's video, and I am so happy I have finally posted a recipe of my plantain chips. Friends, if you've watched up until this moment and you're yet to hit the subscribe button, why not? Kindly hit the subscribe button to support us. If you've loved what you just watched, please support us by subscribing, liking our videos, and sharing. Friends, whenever you share, trust me, you help us to grow. So please share and help us grow. If you have questions, I am always in the comment section to respond to you. Okay, so shoot your shot in the comment section, ask me those questions, I will answer you. Okay. One thing about Uzoms Kitchen is every time you come on here, you are guaranteed to learn something new. So I have a couple of videos that you might have missed previously. Okay, I'm gonna be linking one right now, so click the link that is showing on top to watch one of our previous videos. Okay, trust me, it is not a waste of your time. This is free tutorial right here for you. Thank you so much once again. I really love and appreciate every one of you. I love you, but Jesus loves you most. Bye.